You think about Dirk's career, nobody's done it the way he's done it. And again, he's going to get his 30 like nobody has ever got.
Dirk got one shot. He's about to get another one. Down low against Larry Nance Jr. Here it is!
Dirk goes for 30 grand last night. I said that you can't write the history of the NBA without mentioning that certain players changed the game. Bill Russell, I think, changed the game. Michael changed the game. I think Dirk Nowitzki changed the game.
But, I went to practice and I liked it, and then I played basketball.
We're going to see you back here in the NBA, maybe another Detlef Schrempf someday?
Oh, I hope so, I don't know yet.
With the 9th pick in the 1998 NBA Draft, the Milwaukee Bucks select Dirk Nowitzki from Würzburg, Germany.
Don't look for Nowitzki and Trailer to stay with their respective teams. Look for them to swap teams. Don Nelson wanted to take Nowitzki at number 6. His owner said no way.
And every new NBA season offers a chance to get to know some of the new potential superstars like 20-year-old Dirk Nowitzki. Who, you ask? Well, the Dallas Mavericks thought highly enough of Nowitzki to engineer a draft day trade with the Bucks after they'd selected him with the 9th overall pick.
The sky's the limit for Dirk.
He doesn't think he belongs, and he does.
Dirk Nowitzki is the youngest to ever start a Dallas Maverick game.
Lakers GM Jerry West called him the second best talent out of the last draft behind Michael Olowokandi. Do you agree?
Well, I don't know if he's the second best talent.
He's learning.
Nowitzki goes right at Bowen, and the
a foul. So Nowitzki to the line with a chance to tie the game.
Look at this move, showing that newfound strength. Looks like they're going to close out the series. Validation from Dirk Nowitzki.
The celebration is on in Dallas. The Mavericks headed to the NBA Finals for the first time in the 26-year history of the franchise.
Three-point game. Dallas out of timeouts. Terry puts it up. Won't go. Rebound Wade. The Miami Heat. They've done it. They win their first championship in franchise history.
How can you use this as a motivating factor for next season?
That's going to be the moment that I'm always going to think back on. That was my big chance, but hopefully that wasn't our last final run, and we can make that somehow disappear.
Dallas Golden State has been hands down the series of the NBA's opening round, and for Dallas, the 67 wins, they don't mean anything if they don't win this game.
One other way to define it beyond the 67 wins is you've had an MVP year, and it is my great pleasure to introduce to you and to present the 2006-2007 NBA Most Valuable Player Award to Dirk Nowitzki. Come on up here, Dirk.
What he does in the court, everybody gets to see. What he does in interviews, everybody gets to see, but not everybody gets to see him off the court and how hard he works. And, you know, Dirk winning this award isn't a testimony to the NBA. It isn't a testimony to our season. We're proud of both, and we're proud of what we've done as a team. But it's a testimony to his hard work. And he's the guy that you don't have to encourage him to get in the gym. He's the guy you have to lock out of the gym. He's not the guy who you wonder if he cares. He's the guy that hurts so much when things don't go the way he wants. And that's what makes him an MVP of this league. Just the fact that he's relentless. And he's an example not just to kids who might play basketball, but he's an example to every single one of us in our professions and in our lives. That you don't have to fit a certain role, you don't have to fit a certain model, but if you work hard enough and care enough, anything is possible. And Dirk, you've made so many anythings possible for me and the city. And I'm sorry for getting emotional about it, but that's how special you are. Thank you.
For me, at this stage right now, it's still a little hard for me to be happy because of the way, you know, the season ended with the postseason. But, you know, this is an award for the regular season. That's the way I got to look at it. And I'm extremely proud. You know, last 10 days, obviously a lot of things go through your mind after the season ended. And I'm still, I think, we can be proud of what we did in this regular season. I mean, I think 67 games is a very, very special season, and not, you know, there were a few teams in history that won more games than what we did, and so I try to look at it that way and be positive and just enjoy this day for me. And, you know, even when I heard it that I was the MVP, I was still sad, you know, to watch all these playoffs games now and to know that we're not a part of it. It's just it's heartbreaking still to me, but I was still trying to see all the positives, all the great moments we had this year with the team, with everybody involved. So I was trying to be positive and be really happy, but it's going to take a while, I think, for me to let all this sink in and really I will think of this day. I know that for a fact for the rest of my life. But when I heard it, I was still a little sad that because the whole playoff, you know, debacle.
As Nowitzki, Mavericks all-time leader in virtually everything. So Nowitzki puts up a 30-footer and hits it from outside.
All the way to the iron, a finesse for Chris. Drive right by Daniels. Oh!
The ball, holds the ball, puts up a tough shot. That's direct. Gets in at the buzzer.
Nowitzki takes a bounce, 3-ball on the way, got it. Unbelievable.
Dampier misses the follow. Nowitzki has it, fires a three. Wow. Nowitzki hits a three to tie it.
Now it's Dirk for the tie.
Nowitzki for three. How do you like that? Nowitzki for three. What do you expect?
Got to attack. There it is.
Pull up three. Dirk. Yes, sir. Matthews waiting for his teammates. Dirk a trail three. Dallas the lead. Three to win the game. And it will be Dirk taking the three. Nowitzki, quick trigger. Got it for three. Dirk out high, look out for three.
Back out, Nowitzki puts up a three, puts it in, ties the game with 2 seconds remaining.
Nowitzki nails the big shot.
People not going to believe they're good enough until they do it in the playoffs. I mean, so until they prove it. People think I don't like the Mavericks. I do like the Mavericks. I love them.
You don't like the Mavericks.
That's true. I'm just saying they're going to have to prove it to me in the playoffs.
For the 2011 Dallas Mavericks, the bitter taste of a devastating collapse 5 years earlier still lingered.
Just to make it to that stage and then be up 2-0 and have everything going our way and not come up with the goal. It's basically ripping your heart out.
So as the Mavs began another quest for that elusive title, it was Dirk Nowitzki who would lead the way while redefining his own legacy.
But here's Nowitzki from downtown. Nowitzki, yes. Wow. Nowitzki, a wild shot, yes, and the foul. Nowitzki, a three. Nowitzki for three. Oh. Nowitzki, hand in his face, knocks it down.
There's nothing like sweeping one of the best teams with one of the best coaches and one of the best players ever.
That's a joke how good that guy is.
Nowitzki with a hand in his face. 6 for 6. Nowitzki cutting to the basket and a foul. Oh, he banks it in. A little bit of everything from Dirk Nowitzki. Nowitzki, it's good. Oh, 46 points.
If I'm Serge Ibaka, I'm naming my first son Dirk. This has been unbelievable.
Nowitzki for 3.
I mean, this is just so good. He has mastered his craft. He is one of the top players and one of the most unique players to ever play this game.
Nowitzki was brilliant in that second quarter.
Oh, absolutely. And you wonder why? I'll tell you why. The bottom line is he puts his time in.
Nowitzki right back for the 3.
A special player put on a remarkable show.
Spin move. Ibaka never had a chance. Nowitzki reverse layup. He puts it in. And they'll reset. Nowitzki again for the lead. Bang! And the Dallas Mavericks are going back to the NBA Finals.
A special admiration and respect to Dirk Nowitzki, who has raised his game to another level. And now it is my distinct pleasure to be able to present the Western Conference Championship Trophy to a man who has built this team for you, the fans, and cares more about you than probably any other owner in the NBA, Mark Cuban.
All I can say is there's 20-some thousand people in this building who believed in us when nobody else did. There's all the guys in this organization and on the court who believed in us and in Coach and fought every game, every minute of the way. And all I can tell everybody is we ain't done yet.
And finally, the Mavericks had earned their shot at redemption.
For the second time in franchise history, the Dallas Mavericks will play for the NBA championship. And 5 years after the fact, there's this matter of unfinished business.
But all the questions about Dallas would never truly go away, unless they could win when it mattered most.
After 5 years of waiting, 5 long years of waiting, the Dallas Mavericks are in the NBA Finals. And of course, sitting on the other side, it can only be this way, the Miami Heat.
They have 3 of the top 4 players every time they step on the court. You don't beat them as individuals, you beat them as a team. We pride ourselves on being a great team.
These are the same team, I don't care who's in uniform, that sent us home, that had us in the locker room crying in 05, 06, the tears, the sleepless nights, all those days added up. Now it was here before us.
And as always, they were led by Dirk Nowitzki. The superstar from Germany had been a free agent over the summer, but decided to remain with the only team he'd ever played for. After 13 years, Dirk had become a perennial all-star and one of the game's best shooters.
He has been a member of the Mavericks since the very beginning of his NBA career in 1998, has gone on to become a 10-time All-Star with an offensive repertoire never before seen in a 7-footer. And he's still here 13 years later as the face of this franchise. Now that's loyalty.
If I'm Dirk Nowitzki, I'm thinking I'm about to turn 33. I'm surrounded by old players. This is my last shot.
Everybody understands his work ethic and his focus and his dedication to what he does. Everybody can appreciate that.
This is the most complete Dirk Nowitzki that we've seen at any point in time in his career. So I think Dirk recognizes the magnitude of this moment and will play accordingly.
Now, if you're Dallas, your job is to win one game in Miami. They have the frustration of losing game one. They made some adjustments, and I'm sure they're going to come back with an edge and with great veteran leadership and have a legitimate chance of winning tonight.
Drive, flips it up, banks it in. Difficult shot from Marion. Back up to Kidd, wide open for three. Knocks it down. Terry the drive, Jerry the pull-up. It's good. And the Mavericks fighting back. Nowitzki hooks it up, puts it in. Lefty layup, banks it in, and the game is tied. What a comeback from the Mavericks. And this crowd is stunned. Seen it from the Mavericks all season, never giving up. Terry to Nowitzki, puts up the three, puts it in! Out of Dirk, he's open for three, on the way, good! It's good! A 20-2 run, one of the most incredible comebacks in NBA Finals history.
They put Bosh on Nowitzki.
Comebacks in NBA Finals history. Dirk Nowitzki, the last 9 points for the Mavericks, and this building has gone quiet. The Mavericks do it again.
wears all black. That's our ritual and closeout games. Got to get it done.
Since the start of the postseason, the Mavericks have said the time is now. Well, the time can be now for their veteran team, so many of them so accomplished in their NBA history, but none owning an NBA championship.
I just want to say this is a true team. This is an old school bunch. We don't run fast or jump high. These guys had each other's back. They played the right way. They trusted the pass. This is a phenomenal thing for the city of Dallas.
What did you say to your team before the start of this Game 6?
The only thing I said is play our game and play your ass off.
They had the big three, the three All-Stars. You guys had one big one, Dirk Nowitzki. How did you beat him?
Well, Dirk Nowitzki is one of the very greatest players in the history of this game, and that has been validated here tonight.
Tonight, we crown a new champion. For the first time in franchise history, the Dallas Mavericks have won the NBA championship. Congratulations to Mark Cuban, to Deemer Ussery, Donnie Nelson, Coach Rick Carlisle, the amazing team that calls themselves the Dallas Mavericks, and all the fans.
This team. What does this accomplishment mean?
You know what? It doesn't mean as much to me as it just feels so good for Dirk and Jason Kidd and Jason Terry and Sean Marion. You know, the whole world was telling us we were the one and done boys, that we were going to get knocked out in the first round. But this team has so much heart, so much determination, and so much fortitude that, you know what? I love every one of them.
The Mavericks have scaled the NBA playoff mountain and have planted their flag. They are the NBA champions.
Dirk finished with like 52. So I was like, dude, who the hell are you?
I'll tell you a story about Dirk. I mean, he was up for free agency. And I knew what his response was going to be. But just out of respect, I said, dude, everybody's looking around at all these free agents. I felt I'd just shoot you a text. If you want to come to LA, you know, and he goes, dude, I would love to play with you, but Dallas is my home, this is my team, I'm not leaving here. And so you know, he and I think a lot alike in that regard.
Nowitzki, the first player in NBA history to spend 21 seasons with one franchise. Kobe Bryant, 20 years with the Lakers.
Dirk getting a standing ovation from the Garden crowd, folks. Yeah.
This is really cool how they're acknowledging him right now, though.
They're already on their feet here at Barclays Center, with Dirk returning with 8:08 left in the game. Well, we know what they want to see.
Five seconds to go in the quarter. Nowitzki, yes!
Some things never get old. Your body may, but that jump shot will never get old.
Others for showing his hand.
Nowitzki from way downtown.
Because Giannis is a great finisher. Dirk again.
That's his third three.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
As you guys might expect, this was my last home game. Yeah. All the fans have supported me. I've put you guys on a hell of a ride with a lot of ups and downs, and you guys always stuck with me and supported me, so I appreciate it. It's been an amazing ride, and thank you guys so much for coming out.
He's coming back. We still have a few more minutes to savor the flavor.
I'll take him.
Devin Harris finds Dirk. He's open baseline. Yes, sir!
Who are you?
And it's Dirk freed up on the Powell pin down. And he hits bullseye. Those that weren't already on their feet, they see Dirk up top, and Dirk over Eubanks got it to go from the top of the key. With 46.8 seconds left, the last shot made by Dirk, and he will come off the floor for the final time. The first basket Dirk made was in Oakland, California against the Golden State Warriors. The last one he made was in San Antonio, Texas